Great, it's the last Tuesday of the month of July and the weather is still tempting. I so want to sleep, but due to call. So I'm here with today's edition of your most interactive program on TV in Ghana, Joy News Interactive. My name is Miss G and I am ready to read your comments via Facebook, Joy News on TV. So keep them coming in and I'll read them live on air. So are you ready? Let's get the show started then. Now, the Electoral Commission controversy is still raging on. Our checks on Monday revealed that there is a bit of apprehension as workers there are tight-lipped on the matter. One political party there has been silent on the issue is the Progressive People's Party. Well, it has come in and it is asking the three people embroiled in the saga to step aside. So we're going to read a bit of a statement from myjoyonline.com and then we do well to read your comments on this as well. So let's quickly check out the statement from myjoyonline.com, the statement from the PPP asking three of the top hierarchy of the electoral commissions to step down. So where's the story on My Joy Online? Let's read out one and then we'll definitely read. All right, so let's see. Okay, so let's quickly read the comments that you have posted on this, and that's the best. What puzzles me is that all these messes happened. People knew of it, but yet kept mute. So if it wasn't the unknown petitioners, nobody will know of these things. Amagana and talent, skills, capabilities, and academic degrees can send you to the top of the corporate ladder in life, but only character will keep you there. Now, government has deployed the first batch of joint military police AntiGalamsey task force. The exercise, which is expected to shortly take place at Bondasi in Accra, is coded named Operation Halt 3, which is Edu, who is our colleague here, is there, and she joins us live.
You were watching some visuals, some videos from the meeting of the Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Obed Akwa, and as well as the Lands and Natural Resources Minister John Peter Mewu. And you're aware that today government is deploying 400 security men as part of the Anti-Galamsey task force to help deal with illegal mining in the country. And I told you earlier that these 400 men comprise of 200 military officers and 200 police officers. Right now, we are just standing outside the conference room where the Lands and Natural Resources Minister John Peter Mewu and the Chief of Defense Staff Major General Obed Akwa, as well as some other top military officials, are in a meeting with the leaders of the task force that is going to be deployed today. We were told that the IGP was supposed to be part of this special meeting here, but he is unable to come. But he has sent Christian Tete Yowuno, who is in charge of special duties, to be part of this meeting. And so we are waiting for what will be decided on. And then as soon as the Lands and Natural Resources Minister, as well as the CDS, are done, we'll hear from them what they would have decided to do moving forward. My name is Beatrice Edu.
Now, welcome back to the studio of Joy News, and let's continue with Joy News Interactive. We're talking about the controversy at the Electoral Commission and the statement that has been put out by the PPP, which is on My Joy Online. If it's ready, let's read a bit of it, and then we'll continue with your comments. And it says that the Progressive People's Party is monitored with dismay the current reactions and counter allegations by the Commissioner of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, and finds it very worrying, and advised that all the Commission must be willing to step aside to prepare the grounds for the Commission of Inquiry to be set up to investigate the allegations and to put the troubling matter to rest. Such a commission should also be in a position to advise the next step. The Electoral Commission is one of the most sensitive institutions in the country, and we cannot therefore allow these allegations to fester unduly. The potential for these to disturb the peace which we are currently enjoying in this country is immense, and we believe the issues raised in the allegations are serious enough to merit the further interrogation. For instance, the allegation of unilateral decisions taken by the commissioner or commissioners in matters involving the future lives of fellow Ghanaians without recourse to the larger commission is dangerous. Also, matters of financial and malfeasance against the public purse by commissioners cannot surely be overlooked. The commissioners should therefore voluntarily step aside or be compelled to step aside in order to begin the process to clean the quagmire that has apparently engulfed the institution charged with the responsibility for ensuring the peaceful transition and dynamics of our chosen governance system. So that's the statement as put out by the PPP, and it's on My Joy Online. So now let's read your reactions on our Facebook page, because we have posted this up there on Joy News on TV, and you have been reacting. And so let's read what you have been saying concerning the issue. Says, talent, skills. Okay, I read this earlier. So, Joy News, you're all part of those funding the brouhaha, you say. And Solomon Emmanuel Lando says the commandery amongst the current top brass of the EC can never be restored to its optimum state, no matter what happens. And Darko says that will be the best. And Frimpoma says couldn't agree more. EC is contaminated, says Subontain, and we like that all of them has to be sacked. And good is coming from Emmanuel. So those are your comments and on the Electoral Commission issue. So still on election-related issues, our former vice president is in the news again. Now this time he's expressed his political ambitions. He wants to follow the footsteps of his boss, John Dramani Mahama. In short, Kwesi Bekwe Emisa Arthur wants to be president. He disclosed this when he spoke to my colleague Beatrice Edu.
There are many people who are speculating about this. It's not time. We are trying to make our party into a coherent, cohesive organization. That's all we are interested in. As for leadership, I don't know if there are any serious people who are politicking at this time, because I don't think it's time enough.
But are you considering it?
I'm not considering it, but the people have come to me and I say that I'm thinking about it. You know, you have to be very committed to be able to say that I'm ready to take all that. It takes a lot of work. I saw what Prof. Mills did. I saw him travel around this country, saw him meet people, I saw him prepare. We have to prepare a message. You have to prepare a program. You can't just want to be president because you want to be president. You want to be president because we want to deliver something to the country. Now, so I'm not there yet.
Okay, you're giving me two answers. You're not considering it.
I'm saying that to be able to do that,
yeah,
one has to prepare a program.
Yes, but I just quoted you there. You said you're not considering it, but people have come to you and you've told them you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
So which of them should we take? That you're thinking about it and there's a possibility that 2020 we should see you?
I like the way you ask your questions. No, I'm not, as of now, I'm not in the race. But nobody knows what will happen in a year's time.
Decide to consider in the near future, because now you're giving me a 50-50 answer. Should you decide, what will be your focus?
Should I decide? Yeah, it's a hypothetical question. I'm saying to you that everybody who offers himself for national office, herself for national office, should come with some experience. It is what, and should be able, like Prof. Mills, to call on people who have other skills that you don't have, and be able to put a team together. He was when I saw him in Legon, he was a young lecturer. He was responsible for the football amalgamated clubs in Legon, and so he believed in teamwork. I think that teamwork is very important in this thing. So you have to be able to bring a skill there, but you also be able to call on other people who have skills that you don't have to be able to. And that's the message for people who are offering themselves for national leadership.
And that conversation with the Vice President was had at the 5th commemoration service that was put in honor of the late President John Evans Atta Mills. Now, we posted this also on our Facebook page, Joy News on TV, and you have been reacting. And J. Romeo says, a step in the right direction. Even Ayariga and Ikuya want to be president. Why not him? I'm even thinking of same. And Solomon says, majority of the NDC supporters were not in favor of his vice presidential position because he was deficient in political facts. He should therefore step aside for serious contenders to enjoy news fire. He's not a human being. He is one of the competent members of the incompetent NDC party, PK, aka Mamizu Bako. Okay, I got that. And PK alone, he never said that. Leave PK alone. He never said that. Please, are we still in pain for 8 years in slavery, and that the NDC so we are still in pain, okay? Position, okay, I don't think that is good enough. And NDC will drop from 44.0 to 28%. He must pray hard, pa. And how sure are you? He said that. Well, the video is everywhere for you to see. Now, remember Major Maxwell Adams Mahama? Well, we have forgotten about him yet. We haven't forgotten about him. And I'm sure you remember a fund was set up when he died. Well, a concerned citizen has an idea for the fund, and that as well is on myjoyonline.com. We get to read that as well, and then we take your reaction. So let's see what this concerned citizen has been saying concerning the fund that was put together in honor or in memory of the late Major Mahama. And he says, I would suggest that we channel the money dedicated for the trust fund of Major Mahama into catering for the welfare of dependents of all the fallen security officers that died in line of duty. The trust fund should be named after late Major Mahama, but the seed money of 500,000 should be grown through investing in local currency bond, which currently has a good interest yield, better than that of treasury bills. And that's what the concerned citizen is posting. It says that money should be invested. I'm sure you have some reactions to this story. Let's take your reactions quickly if you believe as well that this money should be made a seed money for every other officer that died in line of duty, even though you'll be named after the late Major Mahama. And let's start with Ephraim Agovi, who says, I think it's a good suggestion. Why will a country set up a fund for just one person while the other officers also die in line of duty? He indeed has a very valid point. And Desmond Oakley says, it's a nice suggestion because he is not the only person who died in line of duty. Several people have also died in line of duty. Just to mention a few is what happened at the La Paz. But nothing has been done about it regarding the family, you're saying. And Tom says, that is quite commendable. that the power of new media, this user-generated content, has news value and can be turned into a news article in mainstream media. And why suggestion I support, says Akwesi Prempe. That's a very laudable idea. I concur, says Ahiafo Solomon. And the Blessed says, I personally support the idea. Intiamwa Boatu says, isn't there anything like that? Good idea from Abra Roland. And not a bad idea. Venn diagram says good. So a lot of you in favor of this idea raised by a citizen of Ghana. Let's take a break now. We'll be back with some more here on Joy News Interactive. Please stay. And welcome back from the break. We can leave you without a picture for today. Let's see a picture of the day. Save, will you save? That's the question. Who or what would you save? And mom, love. And there's an iPhone for mom, and there's money when you save love. Which of them will you save? And you've been reacting. And Harry Ofosu Anim says mother, and money and love says so what? Lie. Jemima Pra says, of course I'll choose my heartbeat. That's my sweet mom. And what she says, there is only one option above. Mom, mom, mom. Mom O says Ayete, and Apia says mom, of course, and sweet mother. Why wouldn't I save my mom? Mom all the way. Mom is an irreplaceable asset. And Emmanuel says mom. Ashti says mom first. Love you, mom, says Alhassan. And God bless you, mom. I love you so much. One mom says Kunati. And who or what else is bigger than mom? You're asking. Chumwa says, I will save my mom. My mom is far for love you can live without. My mom, of course. So a lot of you are saying that you save your mom. One that says mom because she's irreplaceable. My mom, sweet mom, come back. And okay, so a lot of you saying that you will save your mom. And that'll be it for today's edition of Joy News Interactive. Thanks for having us for company. We're back tomorrow again with another edition of Joy News Interactive. Catch me later in the evening as I bring you all the gists you need to know when it comes to entertainment on Joy News Prime. My name is Miss G. I am the Entertainment General. Stay with the Joy News channel.